Orel Hershiser goes to the mound for the Dodgers, making his 4th appearance in the series.
And the curveball.
Well, you sit on the bench and you watch Dykstra the last couple of games. He has been smashing the high fastball.
And he hits this one in the air to left center field, hobbling over is Gibson, and you can see the limp already. 1 out.
He tried to pitch him in. He pulled the ball. John Shelby's out in left center, and it fell into right field. Right center.
2-2 is looped over the head of Griffin out into left field for a base hit. First hit of the game belongs to the Mets. Backman is on with 1 out, and that'll bring up Keith Hernandez.
Of course, his main objective now is he knows he has to throw a strike to Hernandez. Let the guy get a little bit bigger lead, just throw a strike.
Backman goes, and the pitch is high, and so the Mets have an immediate threat. Runners at first and second, and 1 out, and Darryl Strawberry having a very good series coming to the plate. Funny thing about Strawberry.
Ball down, so 1 pitch can get him out of a big inning.
2-1 to Strawberry is grounded to the right side. This may be the pitch. Sacks to Griffin, back to first, too late. Strawberry beats it out, just does beat it out to prolong the inning. Backman goes to third. So the speed of Strawberry.
Get his curveball over any time, any count.
2-2 pitch is hit right into the glove of Hamilton. So it takes him 29 pitches, but he escapes a first inning jam. Ron Darling to the mound for the Mets. The inside pitch on Ron from Mike Schmidt.
Is the key for Ron Darling. I think he's done that all season long.
To center field, base hit. Steve Sachs, who has stolen 5 bases in this series and had 42 in the regular season, leads off with a single.
Put his arm up and he'll just have pain.
Sachs goes, gets a great jump, and it's a base hit down the line and left as Sachs is on his way to third. Hatcher on his way to second with a double. Mets infield playing back, and they'll give up a run on a ground ball and also on a fly ball this deep because backing up is Dykstra. Sachs is tagging, so is Hatcher. Both men advance. The Dodgers lead it 1-0.
Doesn't do that, and now Darling has the edge.
Look how far Hernandez is off at first base.
30 feet. And a very big strikeout. In fact, a huge strikeout here in the first inning. With a man at third and 1 out, the infield. The splitter gets him. Shelby strikes out for the 10th time in the series, and at the end of 1, it's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing.
As far as either side is concerned, he has 4 hits against Hershiser and 1 walk.
In the air to deep right center field. Backing up is Marshall. Has a play. Makes the catch on the warning track.
And I'll tell you what, one thing. It's gone to the changeup early.
Gary Carter with 1 out and the bases empty. Pops it in the air. Hatcher should have a play. 2 down. And so Hershiser has retired the last 4 in a row.
Haven't pitched against the guy before, and that you just don't know where his power is, whether he's a low ball hitter or a high ball hitter.
That's a liner by Sachs and out into right field for a base hit. So on a 3-2 pitch, Kevin Elster prolongs the inning. If nothing else, even if Darling goes out.
Leading off 2 innings down the road, he's going to try to hit home runs instead of singles.
Darling, good hitting pitcher, squibs one toward third, fielded by Hamilton, and his throw off the bag, but Hatcher makes the catch and steps on first, and down go the Mets in the second. Still 1-0, Los Angeles. 3-2 pitch is grounded toward the hole, base hit. A second inning leadoff single for Mike Scioscia. 3 hits now off Ron Darling, and Jeff Hamilton comes to the plate.
Here it is. He's playing the 7th game of the playoffs.
Base hit in Socha will stop at second, and it's already 4 hits in an inning plus off Darling.
And how did they get him? He goes 3-2 on Socha. He goes 2-0 on Hamilton.
Just to warming up for 15 minutes. You may not have that time now.
Here's Griffin up there to bunt. Bunts, and it drops safely. Base hit. With Hernandez backing up to the bag. Darling. Grounded toward Jeffries at third, and he drops the ball, throws to first. No! Everybody safe, 2-0.
Trying to hit it right up, back up the middle.
Back up the middle for a base hit. Hamilton comes in to score. Griffin being waved in. The throw to the plate, not in time. 4-0. For a couple of minutes. And of course, with Hershiser moving down to first base and at home, he opts to remain at second and
Now
not extend it.
Now he's got to run hard on the bunt.
Right. Except Hatcher swings away and grounds it to the right side. The runners advance as Backman throws him out. And the runners moving as Hatcher is able to move them over on what amounts to a swinging bunt.
Yeah, he moves them over so they can walk Gibson.
Relief appearance, and if you follow the Mets through the years, you know that they protected Gooden's arm. They never wanted him to pitch on 3 days rest. It was always 4, and now he's forced to pitch on 2. That's grounded to the right side. Backman shovels, and it's a high throw, and they don't get anybody. 5-0 as the Mets come apart at the seams in the second inning. To deep left center field, backing up is McReynolds, deep enough to score a run. Sachs comes in to score. Gibson's going to third, and Marshall goes to second. To become the 11th Dodger to bat in the second inning.
Tell you, you have heard of hills to climb. Well, the Mets collectively are facing the south wall of Everest. I'll tell you that.
Third base.
Got him. But the Dodgers send up 11. Score 5 to the third we go. The crowd going wild. 6-0. In the third inning in Los Angeles, Dodgers on top 6-0. Off the glove and out into center field. Hershiser just tipped it, but really couldn't slow it down. And Dykstra starts the third inning with a single. So
Usual thing, he tries to suck the third baseman in to hit it by.
Backman lifts it in the air to left field. Gibson is there. 1 out. 1 gone with Dykstra at first. And that'll bring up Keith Hernandez, who drew a walk in the first inning. 2-2 pitch is grounded down to Sachs. He goes to Griffin 1, back to first, double play. At the end of 2 1/2, the Dodgers 6 and the Mets nothing. Lasorda has already told him. Sachs at the plate, knocked down by Gooden, and the Dodgers are gone 1-2-3. To the fourth inning we go. It's the Dodgers 6. So Mickey moves from first to left. Stubbs in the lineup in the number 3 spot. And Strawberry lifts a fly ball to shallow left center field. Shelby, 1 out.
Oh, we speculated about Jose Gonzalez coming into the ball game. And it's kind of an interesting move.
Playing first. And they have 4 first basemen playing defense. You wonder why they're a better club this year?
Got him on a breaking pitch. Fooled him, and down he goes. And McReynolds more frustrated over the score than anything else.
Kevin thinks the ball was high. You don't see emotion from him.
Line drive base hit by Jeffries with 2 out here in the 4th inning. The strikeout of McReynolds was the first for Hershiser, so Jeffries with a single. The Mets have 4 hits.
You would think the way he's been playing that his contract's run out and he's seeking something.
Gardner hits a 2-bouncer to Griffin. He makes the play himself. That's down in the 4th after 3.5. Dodgers 6, Mets nothing. Back at Dodger Stadium after this word from your local station. Hatcher hits one off the end of the bat on the ground to second, and Backman throws him out. 1 away in the 4th inning, and it will bring up Franklin Stubbs.
First baseman, Franklin Stubbs.
That's what a good curveball do to you. Game 1 was even worse. He didn't execute a bunt in a sacrifice situation.
Ripped into left center for a base hit. Franklin Stubbs with a 1-out single in the 4th inning. That's grounded down to Backman. He shovels to Elster and back to first, and this time they turn it. And at the end of 4, it remains Dodgers 6, Mets nothing. Squibb, backhanded by Hershiser, 1 gone. You lead 6-0, you can't smile. Here's the 1-2 to Magadan. Got him. Changed up on him, and down he goes, and it's 2 strikeouts for Orel Hershiser. So 2 away with the bases empty in the 5th inning. And we talked about it to an extent last night, how insignificant what happened in the regular season becomes in postseason. To left field and racing over is Hatcher, and he makes the catch. At the end of 4.5, it's the Dodgers 6 and the Mets nothing. 10 out of 11, the Dodgers limited to 18 runs, and how insignificant that all seems right now.
Things don't go well, you're thinking too much.
Base hit for Sosa. So his perfect night continues with 2 singles and a walk. And it will bring up Hamilton.
Quite a performance.
To McReynolds in left. And Kevin puts it away for the 2nd out. So 2 down here in the 5th inning with Sosa at first base. And that'll bring up Alfredo Griffin.
Now you could take that 2 steps.
3-2, Sosa taking off with the pitch. And Griffin pops it up. Elster on the skin part makes the catch. Dodgers done in the 5th after 5 in Game 7. It remains Dodgers 6, Mets nothing. He's Mr. Wonderful to Lasorda right now as Backman starts the 6th inning with a ground ball to Sachs. And 1 second baseman throws out his opposite number, 1 down.
As a starting pitcher in the history of baseball in postseason play.
And down goes Hernandez. Strikeout number 3 for Hershiser. Of course, until 85, championship series were only best of 5.
I don't know if it's a changeup. He's definitely off speed, but he maybe just a BP fastball.
At the end of 5.5, 6-0 Los Angeles.
He knew he wasn't throwing batting practice. Right about Terry Leach.
Line to left field and hooking away from McReynolds, but he gets there to backhand it. So Kevin on the run to take care of Hershiser. 1 down and a huge ovation again for Hershiser as he trots back to the dugout. Base hit for Sachs, his 3rd of the night. So a big night for Steve, on the verge twice, and now he's closer than ever. To left field and deep, but playable for McReynolds. Sachs is tagging and takes about 5 steps towards second and holds on at first as Hatcher just missed getting all of that one. 2 down. 2 down, Stubbs with Sachs going, and Stubbs rips it into right field for a base hit. Strawberry backhands on the hop and throws into second with Sachs stopping at third. One pitch is grounded toward third, scooped up by Jeffries, and the throw is low, but Backman is there to make the grab at the bag. To the 7th, 6-0 Dodgers. And credit Backman too on a throw just above the bag at second base. As McReynolds grounds it down to Griffin. A nice convenient hop for Alfredo, one away, and Alfredo may be going back to Oakland. And there's a big Oakland connection with Jose Gonzalez now taking over in left field as Hatcher is done for the night. Mentioning Lasorda's 4th series, Tommy got to the World Series his first 2 years, 77 and 78, losing both times to the Yankees. That's driven to deep right field. Marshall goes all the way back and can't make the catch as it caroms back off the wall, and Jeffries pulls in at second with a double. Tudor warming up in case they want to get a left-handed hitter as Carter hits one to center field. Right at Shelby. Jeffries tags, but he's not going anywhere. And there are 2 down. And that'll bring up Kevin Elster.
Santiago, the Rookie of the Year last year.
Socha has that one skitter away, and moving to third on the wild pitch is Jeffries.
And Sandy Alomar Jr., the son of the third base coach of the Padres, Sandy Alomar.
To left field and deep, but playable for Jose Gonzalez. And at the end of 6.5, it remains Los Angeles 6, New York nothing. Back of Hershiser. Here's Rick Aguilera out of the bullpen now to face LA in the bottom of the 7th inning. Looped into shallow center, but Backman goes out and makes the play on the grass. So 2 down now in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Jeff Hamilton. To McReynolds in left. And Aguilera has a 1-2-3 inning. On to the 8th. It remains 6-0 Dodgers in Game 7. Shelby moving over. 5 outs to go. 1 out in the 8th inning. Strawberry in the Mets dugout.
I think tonight it's a tidal wave.
Yes, it is.
Spelled differently. T-I-T-L-E.
And Dykstra gets hit by the pitch. And the Dodgers, I think, are going to contend he really didn't attempt to get out of the way of it.
None whatsoever.
Harry Wendelstedt's already made that call in this ballpark, however.
Slowly hit. Stubbs settles for the 1 at first base as Hershiser covers. Runners move up. 2 down. And Strawberry coming up. Sachs. And at the end of 7.5, it remains 6-0 Dodgers.
I'll tell you, it's just out of sync. Your elation is to the point of giddiness, and your despair is lower than low.
Backman to Hernandez, and there's 1 away.
You just can't help but think of what might have been. And
that's what you call an oral salute. And he'll get another one as he grounds out to short. 2 down.
Well, that oral salute.
another way he phrased the song.
Aguilera takes care of Sachs.
And now the end is near.
Very near, my dear.
So you take the bunt away from him.
To left center field and deep and all the way back, and making the catch on the run is Gonzalez. Gonzalez to the gap. To Griffin. 1 out to go. And he gets hit by an 0-2 pitch. So the Mets still alive. Barely.
Only one more and you go to the World Series and you hit somebody. Not what you wanted to do.
Mazzilli going and nobody is covering, so they just let Mazzilli go down to second base. He wasn't being held on. In the World Series, the theme is California, here we stay.